$5,000 in credit cards, $2,000 on another credit card. Actually, we just made a payment yesterday, so it's about $1,500.
Okay.
On another credit card, we had to use and both the credit cards are no interest currently.
Okay, good.
And then my husband has a car loan as well, which is about $24,000.
Okay.
The only other piece of the finances before I get to the question is we currently own our house. When we strip away our wants from our needs, it is good for our family. We hope to have, Lord willing, 3 or 4 children.
Okay.
It's a 3-bedroom house.
Well,
but
Madison,
when we strip our wants from our...
We're coming up to a break that we need to take. I'm going to hold you over because I want to make sure John and I can help you get the answer that you need to your question. So if you'll hold on the line just a little bit longer, we'll get right back to you after these messages.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports. Blue Raider baseball is on the air. From the Blue Raider Network, it's time for Countdown to First Pitch. Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by State Farm Insurance and agent Andy Womack, Lightning's Locker Room and Phillips Bookstore, Granis and Associates, Las Casas Drugs, and by Middle Tennessee Electric. Now, let's go to the ballpark.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Welcome into another broadcast of Middle Tennessee Blue Raider Baseball, coming to you today from Reese Smith Field on the campus of Middle Tennessee State University in Murfreesboro. Dick Taller, John Callow with you, and the Raiders are tournament bound, but they still have some unfinished business on the table, and that would be the final 2 games of the series with the Liberty Flames. Raiders took game 1 yesterday 8-1, and if they can pick up a win today, they would win the series and would also throw a kink into Liberty's tournament aspirations.
Well, we already did that. The first kink going into play last night, Liberty was the 2 seed behind Jacksonville State, still had a chance to catch them. Jacksonville State just absolutely, they got run ruled last night by Dallas Baptist, and but because we beat Liberty last night, Jacksonville State is now the regular season champion. That is one of 2 things that was determined yesterday. The other that was determined was who would finish 10th, 11th, and 12th. We're not one of them. What happens down there in that 10, 11, they're still fighting it out for who's going to be 10, who's going to be 12. We don't have to worry about that. And everything else in the league is in flux, Dick.
And those other teams you were talking about don't have to worry about accommodations in Kennesaw, Georgia, do they?
At least Kennesaw is going to be able to play at home.
Missouri State beat Kennesaw 5-3 yesterday.
That's
so
right.
They're getting accustomed to that park down there that they're going to be playing the tournament in. La Tech beat Sam Houston 6-1. Delaware knocked off Western Kentucky 7-3. As you mentioned, Dallas Baptist run-ruled Jacksonville State 13-3, and in a shootout, it was FIU 17 and New Mexico State 7.
That sounds like a football game to me.
It does not sound like a typical Friday night game, does it?
It does not. So what we've got in the conference right now, Missouri State moved ahead of Liberty. They're both 19-9 going into play today, but Missouri State has the tiebreaker on Liberty. 1 game behind those 2, Dallas Baptist, Louisiana Tech. They're both 18-10. Dallas Baptist right now would be the 4 seed because they have the tiebreaker on Louisiana Tech. Then you've got Western Kentucky at 13-15. Middle Tennessee, Kennesaw State, Sam Houston, all 12-16. This is where it gets interesting, Dick, because we have the tiebreaker on Kennesaw. Kennesaw has the tiebreaker on Sam Houston, and Sam Houston has the tiebreaker on us. I don't know. So somebody's going to be 6 or 7, somebody's going to be 8, somebody's 9, unless Western Kentucky keeps losing to Delaware, and one of those 3 keeps winning.
So
it's interesting.
It really doesn't matter where you are as long as you're there in
That's
the field.
right.
Because as we've said before, when tournament play starts, anything can happen, and the Raiders proved that a couple of years ago when they went in at a low position in the double elimination tournament, won their first game, and advanced to the semifinals before they were knocked out.
Yeah.
So anything can happen in a tournament scenario, and we're looking forward to going down there. We still don't know when we're going to play or who we're going to play, and I think all that will be settled
tomorrow night
when the smoke clears tomorrow, and the league should have it on their website either tomorrow night or early Sunday morning.
Yeah, and we're not going to have much to tell you because there was an early start, but that was changed. FIU and Las Cruces, FIU and New Mexico State originally scheduled to start at 2. That was changed to 6. The next start will be at 4 o'clock. And that's Western Kentucky and Delaware. The games we're interested in don't even start until we hopefully will be close to finished.
I fail to understand why we're playing at 3 instead of 6 on a Friday night. And I'm sure there's a reason for that, and people with a lot more knowledge than I have probably figured that out. But it seemed like to me you're going to lose about half your crowd playing on a Friday afternoon when school is still in session. And, we had a lot of school kids out here.
Boy, we sure
the
did
ball
last
game last night.
We did.
They had a lot of excitement to it, but we'll have a good crowd this afternoon, and hopefully the Raiders will have a good outing again. We'll have a couple of left-handers going against each other. One of them, Chandler Alderman, is the authored a no-hitter against Liberty in his freshman year, so hasn't quite lived up to that high standard.
Oh gosh,
since then, but he's been a steady and a regular member of the weekend rotation ever since that freshman year. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll check the starting lineups for both teams and have a player interview for you. Right now, 2 minutes as our countdown to first pitch continues on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
The Blue Raiders are winners in the classroom, on the field, and the courts. Richard Lewis here. I want you to win in real estate also. Buying, selling, auction here in Tennessee, or along the Gulf Coast, a second home, or investing. Give me a call to help start that winning process. 615-319-9981. Oh, I'm never too busy for your referrals. Richard Lewis, Exit Realty, Bob Lamb & Associates.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders.
Bring your game day style courtside with a stop at Lightning's Locker Room on the concourse. From bold new drops to timeless campus classics, we've got everything you need to turn heads from class to tip-off. Whether you're rocking a hoodie in the student section or sporting a tee around town, your look says it loud. You're here for the wins, the energy, and the tradition. So step up your style and your spirit, because at Lightning's Locker Room, the season never slows down, and every fan plays a part in the hype. Let's make every day feel like game day.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, this is Brad Hopkins with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates. Winning in real estate is a lot like football. Good coaching and recruiting a great team are the keys. I put together a team of lenders, inspectors, and home professionals to help you succeed. Let me coach you through this process and make sure you come out a winner. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, I am here to help you win. Visit BradHopkinsHomes.com or call 615-556-9239 to find out more.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
Welcome again to our countdown to first pitch. Before we check those lineups, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball.
The flagship station for Middle Tennessee sports, WGNS. Murfreesboro, Smyrna. The Blue Raiders play here.
Starting lineups brought to you by the Ascend Federal Credit Union, the exclusive credit union of Blue Raider Athletics. 5 convenient locations in the Murfreesboro area and many more scattered all across the mid-state. Learn more at ascend.org. You got it, John.
All right. These lineups today are going to sound very familiar. Only one change for Liberty. No changes for the Raiders. Leading off for the Flames will be the shortstop, Tanner Marsh. Batting second, the first baseman, Riley DiCandido. Batting third, the third baseman, Jordan Jaffe. Nick Barone, the left fielder, bats fourth. Batting fifth, second baseman, Easton Swafford. Batting sixth, the right fielder, Landon Seeley. Batting seventh, the DH, and this is a change from yesterday. They're going with a right-handed hitter against the left-handed pitcher. It'll be Ryan Drum, the DH. Kyle Vidson is the catcher. He bats eighth, and batting ninth, center fielder Josh Campos. On the mound, they'll be starting a junior left-hander, Josh Swink, and we'll get numbers on him as we get closer to the ball game. For the Raiders, leading off center fielder Owen Nowak. Batting second, the catcher Tyler Minnick. Cooper Clapp, the second baseman, bats third. Nathan Brewer will be in the cleanup spot, playing left field. Batting fifth, the DH, Lane Akers. Batting sixth, right fielder Brett Rogers. Batting seventh will be the first baseman, Dean O'Neill. Brett Von Dolan at third base bats eighth. And shortstop Clay Badalak bats ninth. On the mound, we'll have a left-hander, Chandler Alderman.
Umpires for today's game, Dalton James will be behind the plate. Evan Anderson at first base. David Mayberry, who had the plate last night, will be the third base umpire, and they are gathered at home plate right now. Had a chance earlier to talk with Blue Raider outfielder Brett Rogers, who played a key role in the Blue Raiders' opening win over Liberty last night. So let's see what that young man had to say. Visiting with Blue Raider outfielder Brett Rogers before the Raiders take on Liberty in the second game of the series. Brett, big win for this team last night.
Yes, sir. It was a great team effort. Everybody inputted. The pitchers did well, and the hitters did their job.
And up against one of the leading pitchers in Conference USA, I know you guys had a good game plan going in because you executed it right from the get-go.
Yes, sir. I mean, we were just trying to lock in the other way and, just be handsy because that guy's really good, and he's proven that he's really good, and we knew that coming in, so we knew we had to be really good as well.
Yeah, you knew this guy was going to throw strikes, so you were ready from the first pitch.
Yes, sir. We were swinging. We knew that we were swinging. I mean, you do that on any pitcher, but it's hit, take, and you're being aggressive.
You got a couple of hits in your first two times at bat, drove in a couple of runs, and that certainly helped get us off on the right foot. And boy, we got a great pitching performance from David last night.
Oh yeah, you can't talk enough about David out there, just extinguishing him, and you have no clue how much that helps hitters when you have the momentum and a guy goes out there and has quick innings. It helps a lot to keep that momentum going and easier to hit that way.
You went to a private school in Chattanooga, I assume a small private school, but you had great success there.
Yes, sir. I went to Silverdale. Yeah, my brother goes there currently, but yeah, I love that place. I can't say enough good things about him. And Coach Rourke's over there. I love Coach Rourke's.
Well, you've got baseball in your blood. Your dad played college ball up at Tennessee Tech, and I understand your uncle pitched here for the Blue Raiders. So besides those two schools, who I'm sure were on your list, who else was trying to get you to play?
Well, to be honest, I wasn't highly recruited out of high school. This was my only offer, Division I level. I had a few JUCOs in Tennessee that were like, you can come play, but nothing too substantial. So,
well, I'm glad that we saw enough in you to offer you and get you down here and kind of keep a little blue and white in your blood, and it's turned out to be a good mix. You redshirted your first year. Tell us about that redshirt season. How it helped you, and because I know when players come in, they want to play, but you've got a few things to learn first.
Yeah, I mean, coming in, like you said earlier, I went to a smaller school and just facing probably not the best pitching in high school, and then I didn't really play on that great of a travel team, so we just getting used to guys throwing hard and being able to throw 3 pitches for strikes and being able to adjust. It's all a learning curve, and coaches appreciate experience, and I'm glad to have gotten the experience my redshirt year, which I ended up catching, but that's a story for another day.
This will be, I think, your first tournament experience with the Raiders, will it?
Well, like I said earlier, I was bullpen catching during my true freshman year where I redshirted. I was bullpen catching during the conference tournament, but yes, I've never played in one.
The life of a bullpen catcher is anything but easy.
Oh yeah. Trust me, I have a lot of respect for those guys, and they're down there. They're catching more than the catcher in game, and which people don't realize. But it was fun, and I was glad that I could help the team out any way I could my redshirt year.
What does that win last night do for us, other than get us in the tournament? What does it do for us, say mentally or whatever?
Well, we hadn't been able to put a game together like that in a while, where we just we did what we were supposed to do through the whole game, which even the hitters kind of let up there at the end, which we need to work on. But knowing that we can compete with any pitcher in this level because he's as good as anyone, and just having that mindset going into the tournament is going to help us.
We have played a lot of these teams that are in the upper part of the league. Jacksonville, Missouri State, we've played all those teams tough.
Yeah, we had a rough stretch. We played them on the road, but this time in the tournament they'll be on the road too, and see what we got. Just one of those things where we have nothing to lose.
All right, let's keep that spirit going now and pick up a win, and we win today, we win the series.
Yes, sir, that's the goal.
All right, that's Brett Rogers, Blue Raider right fielder, who has started every game, John, in his college career, and was not, as you heard him say, had only one Division I offer.
That's the thing that's so amazing to me. But it just goes to show you it doesn't really matter where you go to high school if you've got talent.
National anthem sung by Marley Colt did a fine job.
She sure did.
And the big right-hander Jimmy Borendame, the coach of the year in men's tennis, Conference USA, threw out the first pitch.
Let me tell you, you did a better job of throwing out your first pitch than he did.
Don't tell him that. Dyler Minnick will start behind the plate for the Raiders. Brett Von Dolan at third. Clay Badalak at shortstop. Cooper Clapp at second. And Dean O'Neill at first. The outfield, as usual, Nathan Brewer in left, Owen Nowak in center, and our interviewee, Brett Rogers, in right field. And on the mound is the big left-hander, Chandler Alderman.
Chandler making his 14th start. He has thrown 56 innings, given up 46 runs, 35 earned on 70 hits, 20 walks, 35 strikeouts. He's got a 5.63 ERA, a 2-3 record. Key for him is going to be throwing strikes. What has gotten him in trouble when he gets in trouble is going into deep counts too many times early in the ball game. Makes it difficult to get past that fifth inning.
His last appearance was the Saturday game at FIU. Had a decent outing. Got a little off track in the second inning when they scored 4 runs. He went into the sixth, pitched 5 2/3 innings, gave up 5 runs on 5 hits, only 1 walk, and 6 strikeouts, but he hit 4 batters, John, and several of them came in that big second inning. So you go 4 batters and the walk plus 5 hits. He did well to hold them to 5 runs. So Alderman will come in with a record of 2-3 and has some experience. He's pitched each of the last 2 years against Liberty. Pitched a no-hitter against him his first year, and they got to him the second year. So let's see. He's kind of broken even with them. We'll see if he can get over the hump. For the Flames, Tanner Marsh will lead off, the shortstop. And he is their number 1 hitter. In fact, he leads Conference USA in hits. He's hitting .353.
We're waiting. They were ready to go at 304. Now it's 305, and the game operation folks have told the umpires, tell them to play ball.
Well, they're waiting for television as usual, as you know how that goes.
I do.
Here's Marsh. He will stand in from the right side against the left-hander Chandler Alderman, whose first pitch is a fastball right in there for a strike at 90 miles an hour. We're underway.
At 305.
1 strike to count to Marsh. And the second pitch comes low and inside, and to count 1-1. The Raiders did an excellent job on Marsh, holding him hitless in 5 at-bats yesterday. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a foul tip back into the catcher's mitt. Tyler Minnick hangs on. It's 1-2. He'll be followed by DeCandido and Jaffe. Those are the top 3 in the Liberty batting order. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Alderman's pitch fouled away. Well, we thought we had a record number of foul balls hit yesterday, and there goes the first one today.
Well, they've apparently found another couple of 36 baseballs, and just hope we don't run out tomorrow.
1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch is strike 3 call. Caught the outside corner. Marsh called out on strikes, and that's out number 1.
Oh, he's having a tough series, isn't he? Wow.
And the batter will be DeCandido, starting at first base for the second straight game. Their normal first baseman is Sorensen. Kind of re-injured a calf injury on Wednesday night during their warm-up or their practice session, and was held out last night. They're holding him out again today. First pitch was a strike to DeCandido. Lefty-lefty matchup, and the pitch is outside, 1-1. Well, top of the first inning. Glad to have you with us, and if you're in the sound of my voice, if you're in Rutherford County, Tennessee, you've got plenty of time to come out here and watch some good Conference USA baseball. Fly ball out into left center field. Nowak got the range out there, and he takes it for out number 2.
Boy, and you couldn't ask for a better day for baseball, Dick. 80 degrees at game time. It's sunny. A little bit of haze I'm seeing off to the west. There is some wind. It's coming out of the south at 12, so that could become a factor at some point during this game.
Shifted a little bit since yesterday as we had a north wind yesterday.
Like 180 degrees, right?
Pitch is ball 1 to Jordan Jaffe. He's the third baseman. right-handed hitter. Alderman's pitch misses the knees for ball 2. Not too many of these players were around 2 years ago when Alderman pitched his no-hitter against Liberty, because their lineup really flipped over from last year, brought in a lot of transfers. There's a foul ball out of play to the right. The count will go to 2-1. Alderman throws a fastball, cutter, and change. Those are his 3 primary pitches. And the fastball, as we've already seen today, can get up in the 89 to 91 range.
Well, that last one at 92. He's thrown some at 93.
There's a foul down the left side and going to carry him back onto the field.
And what we've seen from Raider pitchers, they like to go fastball primarily through the first time in the lineup, and then they start throwing that off-speed stuff.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Jaffe. 2 outs here in the top of the first inning, no score. And strike 3 called, and this inning is over. 2 called third strikes in the first inning. 3 up and 3 down for the Flames, and we'll go to the bottom of the first inning. It is Liberty, nothing. Middle Tennessee coming to bat. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850, and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto. With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850, and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
And we go to the bottom of the first inning. Good outing for Chandler Alderman. Struck out 2 of the first 3 hitters, set them down in order in the top of the inning. Defensively, Liberty will be the same as yesterday, as they will have behind the plate Bidston, third base Jaffe, shortstop Marsh, second base Swafford, first base DeCandido, with Barone in left, Campos in center, and Shealy in right field. And on the mound, a left-hander, Josh Swink.
Josh Swink making his 19th appearance, but just his 4th start. He's thrown 40 in the 3rd innings, given up 22 runs, 19 of them earned, 20 walks, 48 strikeouts. He's got a 4.24 ERA, a 2-2 record with 3 saves.
Josh Swink's last appearance was Saturday against Louisiana Tech. Went 4 innings in relief, gave up 4 runs, all earned on 3 hits. He struck out 4, walked 3, and hit a couple of batters. Was not involved in the decision as Louisiana Tech won that game. Owen Noack will leads it off for the Raiders. Takes the first pitch from Swink, and it's inside for ball 1. Left on left here as Owen Noack, been an outstanding leadoff man for the Raiders for just about the entire season. And Swink's pitch on the way, and it's a strike. Caught the outside corner.
What was that? Maybe the first series back in February?
Batting 9th.
Yeah, that changed.
Hit a home run, and all of a sudden he's up to the leadoff spot.
And hasn't given it up since.
1 out of 5 in last night's game. Here's the pitch, and swung on and fouled back into the catcher's mitt. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Beautiful, beautiful afternoon for baseball. What wind we have blowing out toward right and right center. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and Noack hits it into right center, but not deep enough. Center fielder Campos comes in a few steps, makes the catch for out number 1. 1 down here in the first inning for the Raiders. The batter will be Tyler Minnick.
Got under that pitch. It went up a long way. Just didn't fly very far.
Minnick's on base streak extended to 43 straight with 2 hits last night, 2 for 5, or actually, 2 hits, single and a double.
Minnick just named to the Conference USA All-Academic Team.
Yeah, the only Raider named to their, and they just named a first team. They didn't go into any extensions, but one of 5 baseball players in Conference USA to have a perfect 4.0 average.
I would know nothing about that personally.
Pitch inside, and that's run the count out to 3 balls and no strikes.
You know, we had a Phi Beta Kappa chapter at Southwestern when I was in school there, and I think I blew my chances at being a Phi Beta Kappa within, the first 2 weeks of school.
Well, John, you didn't apply yourself. It's a strike call.
That's what my mom kept telling me.
3-1. 1 out, base is empty, scoreless, bottom of the first inning. Raiders taking their first turn against the left-hander Josh Swink. The 3-1 pitch is swung on and fouled straight back, and it's 3-2.
He was on that pitch, just a little under it.
Minnick, senior, second year with the Raiders after transferring from Georgia Tech. Full count, 3-2. Minnick hits it into left center field, but the center fielder Campos moves over and will make the catch for out number 2. So 2 fly balls to the outfield, and the batter is Cooper Clapp, who has homered in 4 straight games. First Blue Raider to do that since Briggs Rudder.
Really?
Our former catcher who...
I remember Briggs well.
He preceded Tyler Minnick. Here's the pitch to Cooper, and he laces it into right field for a base hit. Didn't waste any time, jumped on that first pitch, and he's been swinging a really hot bat lately. Clap the runner at first, and the batter Nathan Brewer. And speaking of hot bats, Brewer's another one. Brewer was on base 4 times last night, single, double. Just a couple of games removed from that 4 home run game he had against FIU. 2 outs, runner at first. First pitch, Brewer takes high for ball 1. So Cooper Clapp with the honor of getting the first hit in the game, first base runner in the game. 1 ball, no strikes, throw to first, he's back.
Well, that right fielder is playing deep, and he just went back another 3 steps.
The left side of the infield is open. Nobody between the third baseman, Jaffe, and the second base bag. Shortstop's playing on the first base side of second, and he hits it to the left side and a high fly ball. Everybody in a long run, and shortstop can't come up with it. Ball kicked off his glove. We'll see how they charge that.
I hope they give him a hit.
Because of the shift, John, because of the shift, Marsh was out of position to make the play. He was playing on the first base side of second base. The left fielder was too deep, I expect.
He was?
Third baseman, the ball was right behind him, so he couldn't make the play. And they're going to give it a base hit.
I hope so.
To Nathan Brewer. So it went the other way, and the Raiders beat the shift on that one.
That's how you do that.
First and third, 2 outs. Lane Akers, the batter. Swink, the left-hander, comes set. Throws instead to first base.
And because there were 2 outs, that allowed Clapp to come all the way around to third base. Now any number of ways to score that first run.
Akers waiting for the first pitch from Swink. And here it is, and he grounds it to the left side in the hole. They throw to second for the force, and that will end the inning. So that's all for the Raiders in the first inning. They get Brewer on the force out at second. So in the inning, no runs, 2 hits, and 2 men left. We've completed 1 full inning. Middle Tennessee and Liberty are scoreless. We'll go to the second inning right after this on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Hey folks, it's Chip Walters from Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates, helping Middle Tennessee make smart moves in a fast-moving market. Whether you're buying, selling, or just exploring your options, you deserve someone who knows this community and treats your goals like their own. From first-timers to long-time homeowners, I'm here to guide you with clarity, confidence, and a steady hand. When you're ready to make the next move, start with someone you trust. Visit ChooseChip.net and let's make your 2026 move the right move.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
No scores. We go to the top half of the second inning. Game 2 of the series between Middle Tennessee and the Liberty Flames out of Lynchburg, Virginia.
Dick, when we started our pregame show, I think we had about 25 people in the crowd. This is starting to fill in some.
Kids are out of school now. Bring them on over here. Let them run loose in this stadium, chase foul balls. They'll have a big time. Here's Barone to lead off the second inning against Alderman. Fouls the first pitch back for strike 1. Nick Barone leads their team with 10 home runs. He's hitting .320. Raiders held him hitless, 0 for 4 last night. Swings and fouls this one off to the right. That's going to be out of play, and the count will be 0-2.
He started him off with fastballs.
Alderman with the pitch, low and outside, and the count will go to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Big left-hander looks in for his target, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Struck him out. That is Alderman's third strikeout in the first 4 batters.
Yeah, that third pitch, the ball, was the cutter. Now, then he came back with the fastball and just threw it past him.
92 on that fastball. Here's Easton Swafford, the second baseman. A left-handed hitter. Alderman's first pitch to him is low for ball 1. Swafford last night, 0 for 4. There's a ball smacked into right field for a base hit. First hit in the series for Swafford, and the first hit off Chandler Alderman. So no-hitter today, John.
Well, we can still work on a shutout, though, can't we?
Yes, we can. Batter is Landon Seeley. He's the right fielder. Had a pretty good game, as I recall. 2 hits, 2 for 4. Stands in from the right side. Seeley, a sophomore. Takes the pitch outside for ball 1. He's the young man from Kentucky. As a freshman last year, had a 2-home run game against the Raiders. And a little bouncer to third. Von Dolan's only play will be to first, and he makes it perfectly. Down to second base goes Swafford. And Seeley grounds out, third to first for out number 2. And the batter is Ryan Drum, used as a pinch hitter last night in the 8th inning. He was called out on strikes. Right-handed batter. Runner at second, 2 outs. Alderman checks him, and the pitch is foul to the screen, strike 1. 0-1 on Drum. Out of Madison, Wisconsin. One strike to count. Drum, a big right-handed hitter. Alderman delivers. Hit that one a ton into left center field. That one's not going to come back. That is a 2-run homer for Ryan Drum in his second at-bat in the series. Hit it out of the ballpark to the right of the big light pole in left center field. And, John, when that left the bat, you knew it wasn't going to come back.
It had the right sound to it, didn't it?
It did. So Liberty will take an early 2-0 lead on the home run by Drum. Only his second of the year. I think he might be campaigning for a little more playing time. Kyle Bidston, the catcher, takes a strike, 0-1. 2 hits, 2 runs in the inning for Liberty. And the next pitch to the catcher, Bidston, is low for ball 1. 1-1.
That was the changeup.
And there's strike 2, 1-2 to Bidston. Young man out of the state of Minnesota.
Came back with the cutter. Now let's see if he doesn't throw the fastball.
Here's the pitch. And a foul to the screen. This count remains 1-2. Liberty on top 2-0. We're in the top of the second inning.
That's what they did. Started him off with a changeup, the cutter, the fastball.
Outside for a ball, 2-2. That home run, by the way, was the 12th of the season off Alderman. Count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. And a little foul rolling over by the Liberty dugout.
When you throw a fastball in at 92 or so, it tends to, the exit velocity seems to at least match it, if not exceed it.
2-2 the count. And Alderman's pitch swung on and missed, struck him out. Alderman will end the inning with a First Division strikeout. First Division Bank, a proud partner of Blue Raider Athletics, the official strikeout partner this season. Don't strike out on your banking services. First Division Bank, providing more power to your business. Speaking of power, that's what Liberty had in the top of the second inning. 2 runs, 2 hits, a 2-run home run, and nobody left. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Liberty 2, Middle Tennessee nothing on the Blue Raider Network from Ben Wagner.
Bring your game day style courtside with a stop at Lightning's locker room on the concourse. From bold new drops to timeless campus classics, we've got everything you need to turn heads from class to tip-off. Whether you're rocking a hoodie in the student section or sporting a tee around town, your look says it loud. You're here for the wins, the energy, and the tradition. So step up your style and your spirit, because at Lightning's locker room, the season never slows down, and every fan plays a part in the hype. Let's make every day feel like game day.
Locally grown, Blue Raider proud. This is Jonathan Harmon with the J. Harmon Home Team. As an MTSU alumnus and lifelong Rutherford County resident, I bring the heart of a teacher, the grit of a Blue Raider, and over 15 years of real estate experience to every client. Honest to a fault, connected to the community, and driven to serve. I don't just help you buy or sell, I help you understand every step. The J. Harmon Home Team, where real estate meets real talk.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
Throw goes down to second. Raiders getting ready to take their second turn against the left-hander Josh Swink. Gave up a couple of hits in the first inning, but the Raiders unable to score.
We got to come back, get a couple more hits, but need to put some runs on the board. Got our work cut out for us.
Here's Brett Rogers, Raider right fielder.
Thought you had a good interview with him.
So left-on-left matchup. The pitch is outside, ball one to Rogers. Swink, the left-hander, comes set. And delivers the ball, hit sharply to first base. First baseman has it, and Dick Candido will make the play unassisted. That is out number one. Get it sharply, but right at the first baseman.
Oh, we're making contact on this guy.
Here's Dean O'Neill.
And we've been hitting some baseballs hard. Just too many of them right at people.
O'Neill is the team's RBI leader with 50. Picked up a base hit and a run batted in last night. O'Neill takes an off-speed pitch for strike one. O'Neill, a grad student transfer from the University of Maine. Says he enjoys playing in warm weather, John.
You think 80 is warm enough for him, or does he want warmer?
It's going to get warmer next week. Ground ball to second. Swafford, the second baseman, has it. Over to first, and that is out number two here in the second inning. A couple of ground outs, and Brett Bondolan will come to the plate. Kevin Nichols coaching at third. Ryan Huber at first. They were awfully busy early in the game last night.
Ryan Huber is only, about 45 feet away from first base?
Yes. Bondolan stands in from the right side, takes the pitch high and outside.
You know, they won't let him do that in the major leagues anymore.
No. So you stay within those lines. Bondo was hitless last night, but he got hit by a pitch, and that contributed to that big second inning. There's a swing and a foul out of play. It's 1-1. Dolan from the Murfreesboro area played at Stewart's Creek. There's a foul out of play, and the count will go to 1-2. One ball, two strikes to Brett Bondolan. And Swink's pitch is high for ball two. Badalak waiting to hit next. Outfield playing Bondolan straight away, as is the infield. Outside, ball three. So a full count to the Raider third baseman.
Well, Conference USA pitchers have been pitching Vondo away. That was way too away.
And struck him out swinging with a high fastball. So that is going to retire the side, 3 up, 3 down. In the second inning, nothing across for the Raiders. We've completed 2 full innings. Liberty 2, Middle Tennessee nothing. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
Will Fraley, attorney at law, has experience you can count on. Former Blue Raider baseball player and MTSU alum Will Fraley serves Murfreesboro and the surrounding communities. Put a strong and experienced legal fighter on your case. Give Will Fraley a call and he can handle all of your legal matters, including criminal and domestic or family law. Visit willfraleylaw.com or call 615-410-7290.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
Got your eyes on the track meet?
I was, not necessarily on the track meet. I was looking at all these tents that are pitched around mostly on the football practice field or beside the football practice field, and over here just beyond our right field fence. And then down at the very end, you see the red ones.
Got to remind you of all the tents pitched around the courthouse.
Yeah.
But that's another story. Here's Josh Campos, their number 9 hitter, to lead off the third inning for the Flames. Campos bats from the right side, had 2 singles in last night's game, and hits this one foul past or bouncing off the front fence in front of the Liberty dugout. Strike 1. Campos stands almost straight up in the batter's box. And Alderman's pitch is inside for ball 1, 1-1. That kind of unstraighted him a little bit.
Yeah.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, he's got an interesting cocking move. His hands are right, almost in front of him, and then as the pitch is getting ready to be delivered, he pulls them back and
swings and misses.
Yeah.
1-2. Chandler Alderman with a 1-2, fouled off.
It's hitters. No 2 hitters are alike, are they?
No.
I'm looking at this young man, and he's got an interesting approach. But the good hitters all get to the same point somehow or another.
The 1-2 pitch swung on, and he got to a good point there.
Oh.
He hit it deep to left, and that one is out of the ballpark in front of the Lee Victory Wall of Champions. That is the second home run today off Chandler Alderman, and that will propel Liberty to a 3-0 lead. So the third hit off Alderman, and 2 of them have left the ballpark. And it is now 3-0.
Campos, that's number 9 on the season.
So the number 9 hitter hits number 9, and the batter is Tanner Marsh, the leadoff man. Swings and misses at the first pitch, strike 1. Marsh was called out on strikes in the first inning. Both of the home runs off Alderman hit by right-handed batters. And they have only 2 lefties in their starting lineup. There's ball 1, 1-1. So 3-0, Liberty with an early lead. And Alderman delivers outside and high for ball 2. 2-1. Liberty not really a home run hitting team, John. They had 44 team-wise coming into this series. There's a ground ball in the hole, backhanded by Badalak. Long throw to first, perfect. That's a great play by Clay Badalak. And they retire Marsh short to first.
He does a great job when he goes in the hole.
That is the first out here in the 3rd inning.
He's just got a good, strong, accurate arm.
The batter is DeCandido. Had a fly ball to first inning. That was caught by Nowak. 1 out, base is empty. And Alderman's pitch right in there for a strike. It's one of 2 left-handed batters in their starting lineup. The other is Swafford. One strike to count. And a shot to third. Bondolan short hops it. Throws to first in time. And that is out number 2. That ball was solidly hit. And Bondolan caught it on the short hop, made an accurate throw to first. So 2 away after the home run. The batter is Jordan Jaffe.
Ball like that is when you're awfully glad that they have done a good job manicuring this infield.
First pitch is a breaking ball in for a strike. 0-1 to Jaffe. Here's another one that holds that bat out in front of him. Swings and misses, strike 2. Holds it a little farther away from his body than Campos did. But you saw what Campos did out of his stance.
I did, yes.
Hit the ball out of the ballpark. Here's the 0-2 and a ground ball to short. 1 hop to Badalak. Over to first in time. So after the leadoff home run, 3 ground ball outs. And in the inning, 1 run, 1 hit, and nobody left. We'll go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Liberty 3 and Middle Tennessee 0. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
The Blue Raiders are winners in the classroom, on the field, and the courts. Richard Lewis here. I want you to win in real estate also. Buying, selling, auction here in Tennessee, or along the Gulf Coast, a second home, or investing. Give me a call to help start that winning process. 615-319-9981. Oh, I'm never too busy for your referrals. Richard Lewis, Exit Realty, Bob Lamb & Associates.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
Clay Badalak, who made an outstanding defensive play in the top of the inning, will lead off in the bottom of the 3rd for the Raiders. John, you look out and can't see the entire crowd from where we are because about half of them are on the 2 back rows.
Right underneath us,
underneath the press box, trying to get some shade from that sun. Now, if the temperature was 50 degrees with the sun shining, they'd be out.
They would.
Trying to get the rays of the sun.
Aren't we glad it's finally May and it's not still March?
Yes. Here's Badalak. Clay bats from the left side, so a lefty-lefty matchup to open the third inning. Josh Swink, the left-hander, with the pitch outside, ball one. Badalak 0 for 3 with a walk in last night's game. Did have a big ground ball out in that second inning that drove in a run. There's a pitch fouled out of play, and it's 1-1. Clay's folks are down from Cincinnati this weekend. Inside ball 2-1. I expect we'll have a lot of parents and grandparents here tomorrow, John. Senior day. And
yep.
They'll be here for their kids.
Clay's parents have been burning up that road between Cincinnati and Murfreesboro.
There's a ball hit into left center. That's well tagged. Center fielder on the run. The left fielder will cut in front of him and make the catch. And that's Barone. Had he not been there, I don't know if Campos would have caught up with that ball or not.
I don't know.
So that is out number one in the third. And the batter will be Owen Nowak, center fielder, flied out in the first inning. Nowak hitting .325, still leads the team in batting average. And the pitch to him is a call strike. Also has the fewest strikeouts on the team. He's only struck out 10 times in almost 200 at-bats.
That is, back in the day, a long time ago, that was kind of what was expected of hitters.
Pitch is inside, 1-1. He also is tied with Brett Rogers for the most walks drawn by a hitter. 1 ball, 1 strike to Nowak. 1 out here in the third. The Raiders 3 down early. There's a ball shot into left field for a base hit. Nowak goes the other way, and the Raiders have a base runner here in the third. How many times have you seen that this season?
He is so good at using the entire field. And between that and all those walks, no wonder he's got an on-base percentage that's right around .450.
Here's Tyler Minnick. Also had an outfield fly ball in the first inning. Big right-handed hitter facing the left-hander, Swink, who instead will throw to first. Kind of hopped it over there.
Swink has only given up 2 home runs in 42 innings. I think it's time to give up something.
Another throw to first.
Giving up a lot of doubles, though.
Anything like that would look good now.
It would.
Left-hander comes set. And a pitch. And a high fly ball. Got up under it. Shortstop Marsh back in shallow left field will take it for out number 2 here in the third inning. And the batter will be Cooper Clapp. Had the first base hit of the game, a single to right in the first inning. Clapp hitting .319 coming in, had a base hit in that first inning. That will add a point or 2 to his average. Throw to first, the runner back. Cooper had a solo home run in last night's game. Grounds this one to second. That could be a double play. Well, they don't need a double play, though, with 2 outs, do they, John?
No.
Simple ground out to first. So that is all in the third inning. No runs, a hit. 1 left. Totals after 3. Liberty, 3 runs, 3 hits. No errors. The Raiders, no runs, 3 hits. No errors. 3-0. Liberty Flames on top as we go to the 4th inning. You're on the Blue Raider Network. Ron Van Wagner.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders.
Bring your game day style courtside with a stop at Lightning's locker room on the concourse. From bold new drops to timeless campus classics, we've got everything you need to turn heads from class to tip-off. Whether you're rocking a hoodie in the student section or sporting a tee around town, your look says it loud. You're here for the wins, the energy, and the tradition. So step up your style and your spirit, because at Lightning's locker room, the season never slows down, and every fan plays a part in the hype. Let's make every day feel like game day.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
We move into the 4th inning. Raiders trailing 3-0.
Yeah, the good news, though, Alderman, even though he's given up the 3 runs, the 2 home runs, his pitch count is he's managed it well. He's only thrown 44 pitches through the first 3. Got a bunch of strikeouts.
Yeah, he struck out 4. Got 2 in the first, 2 in the second, and then in the 3rd inning got 3 ground balls. But those 2 home runs have Liberty on top 3-0. First pitch of the 4th inning is grounded foul past third by Barone. Count is strike 1. Barone was a strikeout victim in the 1st inning, or the 2nd inning. Struck out leading off the 2nd inning. Alderman's pitch swung on and missed, strike 2. 0-2 the count.
Yeah, second time through the lineup now. He's going to be using that cutter, using the changeup a little more often.
And the pitch. Foul back. That was the cutter, I think.
Yep.
0-2.
Now you got a strikeout in the second. Same pitch sequence, came back with the fastball. Did not that time, though. That's
threw the changeup, and it was a little bit low for ball 1. 1-2. And the left-hander delivers and struck him out swinging. Barone down on strikes for the 2nd time. That's the 5th strikeout for Alderman. And 1 out in the 4th inning. The batter is Easton Swafford.
Got that ball down and in on him.
Left-handed hitter. He got the first hit off Alderman. A line single to right in the 2nd inning. Then he came around to score on Drum's home run. Pitches outside to Swafford, ball 1. Swafford out of B Branch, Arkansas. You ever heard of that one, John?
That one isn't a new one on me.
B Branch, Arkansas. Fouls this one away, and it's 1-1. Attended Crowder College for 2 years and was a member of their team that went to the Junior College World Series in 2024. 2nd year at Liberty. There's a strike, caught the outside corner, 1-2. Stands close to the plate. Waggles that bat over his left shoulder, and the pitch is a strike. Check to swing. The third base umpire rang him up. So that will be a called third strike. Number 6 for Alderman. And the batter will be Seeley, the right-hand hitting outfielder who grounded out in the second inning. Landon Seeley. Pitch is low for ball 1 to Seeley. Liberty got 2 runs in the first, 1 in the third. And they lead it 3-0. Here's a strike. And it's 1-1. Big left-hander delivers and popped him up. Badalak drifting over. Putter 2 on the outfield grass behind second base, makes the catch. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning in the fourth for Liberty. So the Flames go down meekly in the fourth inning, but they still lead 3-0. We go to the bottom of the fourth. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, this is Brad Hopkins with Exit Realty Bob Lamb and Associates. Winning in real estate is a lot like football. Good coaching and recruiting a great team are the keys. I put together a team of lenders, inspectors, and home professionals to help you succeed. Let me coach you through this process and make sure you come out a winner. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, I am here to help you win. Visit BradHopkinsHomes.com or call 615-556-9239 to find out more.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto. With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
We go to the fourth inning. Nathan Brewer will lead off for the Raiders. Brewer, Akers, and Rogers, as the Raiders will try to get back in this ball game, trailing by a score of 3-0.
One of the things you and I were talking about while we were off air was that this pitcher is now going into his fourth inning. He's primarily a reliever. He is, you got to wonder whether or not he's stretched out to go much more than 3-4 innings. I think it's time to jump him.
Nathan Brewer hit a high pop fly that was scored a single. That was against the shift in the first inning, and they shift again for him, same way. Pitch is low for ball 1. Well, it came back to bite him in the first inning. Third baseman is in close. Big hole on the left side of the infield and 3 infielders to the right up second base. And he hits it again to left field, but this time the left fielder has a long run and dives and comes up with it.
He caught that ball just about ankle high.
Barone was playing in the shadows of Floyd Stadium. That's not far from the warning track. The ball was hit into fairly shallow left field. About the same type pop-up he hit in the first inning, but this one was a little more playable, and a good catch there by Barone.
I thought that was about to drop.
Yep. 1 out. Lane Akers, the batter, and takes the pitch inside for ball 1. Akers grounded into a fielder's choice in the first inning. 1 out in the fourth. And a swing and a foul tip. The count will go to 1-1. Swink not throwing exceptionally hard. He does have one strikeout.
Been throwing strikes, though.
Just has not walked anybody, hasn't hit anybody. 1-1 the count. And the left-hander's pitch drilled into center field. That is dropping, and that is another sliding catch by the center fielder this time. Campos takes a hit away from Akers.
Well, one of the things you and I had talked about yesterday was how well these guys play defense, and we've just seen two examples of it.
No doubt about that. A couple of balls that could easily have been base hits taken away on good defensive plays. So 2 outs. The batter is Brett Rogers. Grounded out sharply to the first baseman in his previous at bat, and he hits one to center, but this one is going to be playable for Campos. Backs up a few steps, makes the catch, and the Raiders go up and down in order in the 4th inning. 3 fly balls, 2 of them resulting in very good plays by their outfield. Nothing across in the 4th, so we have completed 4 full innings here at Reese Smith Field. Liberty 3 and Middle Tennessee nothing. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Ben Wagner.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
Hey folks, it's Chip Walters from Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates, helping Middle Tennessee make smart moves in a fast-moving market. Whether you're buying, selling, or just exploring your options, you deserve someone who knows this community and treats your goals like their own. From first-timers to long-time homeowners, I'm here to guide you with clarity, confidence, and a steady hand. When you're ready to make the next move, start with someone you trust. Visit choosechip.net and let's make your 2026 move the right move.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
Move this game into the 5th inning with the Raiders trailing 3-0. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball.
The flagship station for Middle Tennessee sports, WGNS, Murfreesboro, Smyrna. The Blue Raiders play here.
Dick Palmer, John Callow with you back at Reese Smith Field, top of the 5th. Ryan Drum hit that 2-run home run in the 2nd inning. Put the Flames ahead. He's up there to lead off in the 5th. Takes the first pitch from Alderman outside for ball 1.
Alderman handling his pitch management pretty well. He hadn't hit 60 pitches yet.
There's a pitch inside, and it's ball 2, 2-0. That home run by Drum was his 2nd of the season. He's not normally a starter, playing as the DH today.
DiCandido is normally their DH, isn't he?
Yeah. Fly ball. That one's hit deep to left center field, and that one is not going to stay in the ballpark. Well, I have a feeling that Drum might find a place in their lineup after today. That is his 2nd home run. And just about the same spot, John.
It's what it looked like, yeah.
So that is the 3rd home run of the game off Alderman. And now it is 4-0. And the batter is the catcher, Vidston. Struck out in the 2nd inning. Pitch is inside, ball 1.
Liberty living with the long ball today.
There's a swing and a miss. The count will go to 1-1. 4-0. The Flames on top. Strike call. The count will go to 1-2. Two of the home runs have been solos. The first one by Drum, a 2-run homer. And the pitch outside, 2-2. Bitston, a transfer from Western Kentucky. So we have seen him before. Wearing red, I'm sure, as they are today. Fouled out of play. They have red tops, white pants, red caps. The Raiders with blue tops, white pants, blue caps. Kind of an all-American day, isn't it?
It is.
Uniform-wise. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and it is over but low, ball 3.
And a lot of red, white, and blue out there.
Yep. Full count to Kyle Bidston. And Alderman's payoff pitch is outside, ball 4. That will be the first walk given up by the Raider left-hander. And with nobody out, the batter will be Campos, who hit a solo home run in the 3rd inning. A little something stirring down in the Raider bullpen. Nobody throwing yet. Coach Myers will take a walk to the mound to talk with his pitcher.
Landon Birch goes down at the pen. He's doing his stretching.
So, John, it's 4-0. This is not a lead that the Raiders cannot overcome.
Well, you're right.
They've got to start getting some people on base. Because this team has shown that it can put runs on the board. It's just...
Oh, you mean like 8 of them last night?
Just keeping the other team from doing that.
That's right.
It's a short conference, and Campos will step in.
I suspect that conversation, one-sided, no doubt, was go back to your basics. You were throwing strikes. Let's go back to it.
Pitch misses outside, ball 1 to Campos. Right-handed batter.
Can't worry about those home runs.
At least 2 of them were solo shots. And there's a ball drilled into left field for a base hit. So not a good start here in the 5th inning for Chandler Alderman and the Raiders. Hit number 5, 2, 3, yeah, hit number 5 off the Raider left-hander.
How many times have we seen him pitch pretty well through 4 and runs into a wall once he gets here to the 5th?
Yeah, too many times, John. So 1st and 2nd, Marsh up. Might look for him to be trying to move them down.
It's still nobody out.
Dolan be creeping in at 3rd base.
Yeah.
And the pitch did not show bunt. Took it outside for ball 1.
Well, this is this Ricky Henderson style leadoff hitter, right?
Yeah, and Liberty may be sensing a big inning coming up here. So ball 1 the count to Tanner Marsh. And he fouls this one back. That was going to get into the grandstand. Where is it? Right down,
beside me.
Yeah, down below us. Count will go to 1-1.
I was ready. Landon Birch is now throwing in the Raider bullpen.
Every time Marsh comes up, you think, well, this guy's due. overdue. He's 0 for 2 today, and he swings and misses. Strike 2. Count will go to 1-2. So Birch loosening up in the pen. And a 1-2 count on Tanner Marsh, their leadoff hitter. Alderman comes set, and a fly ball hit to center. Nowak drifting over a few steps into right center. The runner at second will tag, and he'll go to third. Ball was hit deep enough for Vidston to tag up and go to third after the catch. So that's out number 1. Runners at first and third. And now, John, if you get a ground ball, you've got a chance to get out of the inning. Might get a double play ball. DiCandido has flied out and grounded out 0 for 2.
Yeah, that ground out, he was to the third baseman, trying to go opposite field.
The pitch. He's around the bunt. Ball popped out of Minnick's mid. Minnick had an idea that third base runner might be coming. That's ball 1. I think he was thinking about throwing to third and couldn't get the ball out of his mitt. 1 ball, no strikes. Runners at the corners. Alderman throws to first. Moving that runner back. That's Campos. And the pitch to DiCandido is taken for ball 2. Must have been a little outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Here's Alderman with the pitch. Fouled out of play to the left side. 2-1. Do have a few kids out here.
Yeah, they're starting to accumulate,
John, but not very many. The 2-1 pitch. Did he go? Apparently not.
Oh,
showed bunt.
Minnick thought that he had gone.
3-1.
Coach Myers thought he had gone. He steps out of the dugout, doesn't come out. That third base umpire who's in the middle of the infield right now said nope.
Alderman with a 3-1 pitch coming up here. And a ground ball to short. Don't think, it's booted.
He was anticipating throwing to second base and mishandled the exchange.
So that'll be an error on Badalak. Coming in to score Bidson on the error. Well, you have to figure that he would have scored anyway, I think.
Yeah.
Now batting at third baseman number 18.
And DiCandido lives on an error. And over to third goes Campos. The ball skipped away from Badalak, went far enough in the outfield to allow the runner at first to go to third.
Yeah, I'm not sure that was going to be a double play ball, but they certainly were in line to get that runner at second.
Campos scored on the play to make it 5-0, and
Minnick has been sent out to the mound. That means that we could very well be seeing Landon Birch here.
I think I said Campos scored. He did not. He's at third.
Umpire, here comes Jerry Meyer. That's going to be it.
Vidson was the runner who scored, not Campos.
And he's called for the right-hander.
So we'll have a break in the action here. Raiders trailing 5-0.
Well, we
With
got
one out in the 5th inning.
Got 4 really nice innings out of Chandler Alderman, and again he runs into that wall in the 5th, can't get out of the 5th.
He'll go 4 1/3. And Landon Birch will be coming in to replace him. We'll take a break while he's warming up and be back with more Blue Raider baseball right after this. You're listening to the Blue Raiders from Van Wagner.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders!
Bring your game day style courtside with a stop at Lightning's locker room on the concourse. From bold new drops to timeless campus classics, we've got everything you need to turn heads from class to tip-off. Whether you're rocking a hoodie in the student section or sporting a tee around town, your look says it loud. You're here for the wins, the energy, and the tradition. So step up your style and your spirit, because at Lightning's locker room, the season never slows down, and every fan plays a part in the hype. Let's make every day feel like game day.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
So it's 5-0 with one out in the 5th inning. The Raiders make a pitching change, and senior right-hander Landon Birch will come on.
Comes on the 22nd time in relief. He's thrown 35 innings, given up 21 runs, 19 earned on 35 hits, 15 walks, 31 strikeouts. He's got a .489 ERA, a 4-4 record with 2 saves. And his job now is just to shut this inning down, keep the hole from getting any deeper.
He's got some good hitters to face here in Jaffe and Barone. 3 and 4 hitters coming up, both right-handed swingers. And the infield will set up in double play depth. Jordan Jaffe is struck out and grounded out against Alderman, 0 for 2. Birch for the pitch, and it comes in high for ball 1.
Called it a strike, Dick.
What?
He called that a strike.
Really?
Yes.
Strike zone kind of stretched out a little bit.
And I thought so too.
The 1-strike pitch swung on, fly ball right field, drifting foul ball. Count will go to 0-2.
That doesn't necessarily hurt us that Rogers was not able to track down that foul ball.
If he caught it, the runner at third would have scored.
Easily.
So 2 strikes the count to Jaffe, a right-handed hitter. Birch with the pitch. Fly ball into right center, shallow, and it'll drop. So another run is in. Campos scores. Jaffe gets his first hit of the afternoon. And a little pop fly that dropped just behind Clapp and just in front of Rogers in right field. DiCandito stopped at second. That run charged to Alderman.
That's 6 so far.
6-0. Here's the pitch. Foul to the backstop, strike 1.
That runner at second also belongs to Alderman.
Nick Barone looking for his first hit in this series. He is the Flames cleanup hitter. First and second, 1 out. Pitch high for, he did call that a ball, didn't he, John?
He did call that one a ball, yes
1
he
and
did.
1. Double play still in order for the Raiders with runners at first and second and one out. On a 1-1 count. Birch pitch. Ball 2 is high. 2-0. 2-1. So the Raiders were able to shut down this offense yesterday, and they've broken out today with 6 runs. The pitch. High inside. Leaning away. Barone took ball 3. 3-1. And ball 4.
He walked him.
That will load the bases. Don't much like the way this inning is developing.
No, you felt like you get through this 5th inning without giving up anything. You're still very much in the ball game, and that's not to say that we're out of this one. But the hole just keeps getting deeper and deeper.
This is Swafford, left-handed hitter, 1 for 2. Bases loaded, 1 out. Pitches high and outside, ball 1. So Birch has come on and given up a hit and a walk. There's first 2 batters. The Raiders have somebody else throwing in the bullpen, a left-hander. Ball 2 is outside, 2-0.
Looks like Kerrigan.
Two balls, no strikes. And Birch with the pitch. There's a deep fly ball into right center field. That one is out of there. That's either off the scoreboard or out just under the scoreboard.
Yep.
And a 3-run homer for Swafford.
Is that 3 or 4?
Were the bases loaded?
The bases were loaded.
Well, the grand slam then for Swafford. Scores DeCandido, scores Jaffe, scores Barone, and of course scores the batter Swafford. So it is now 9. No, it's 10-0.
That's it.
My goodness. Pitches a strike to Shealy. He's the 9th man to bat here in the 5th inning.
That is Swafford's 2nd home run of the season.
Yes. Drum had 1 home run coming in. He's hit 2 today. There's strike 2 to Shealy.
That closes the book on our starter, Chandler Alderman. After this pitch, I'll give you the numbers. Alderman goes 4 1/3, gives up 7 runs, 6 of them earned on 6 hits, a walk, and 6 strikeouts. Was that a strikeout?
Shealy just struck out for the 2nd out in the inning. The batter is Drum, who led off the inning with a home run. 10-0. Pitch is strike 1.
Boy, we were cruising right along until we got to this 5th inning.
One strike to Drum. It's a high fly ball into center. Nowak settling under it, takes it for out number 3. So 10 men come to the plate in the 5th inning. 7 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4 hits. There was a grand slam home run. There was an error, and nobody left. So we'll go to the bottom of the 5th inning. And halfway home in this game, John, and already down 10-0. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Ben Wagner.
Locally grown, Blue Raider proud. This is Jonathan Harmon with the J. Harmon Home Team. As an MTSU alumnus and lifelong Rutherford County resident, I bring the heart of a teacher, the grit of a Blue Raider, and over 15 years of real estate experience to every client. Honest to a fault, connected to the community, and driven to serve. I don't just help you buy or sell, I help you understand every step. The J. Harmon Home Team, where real estate meets real talk.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. It is 10-0 Liberty. And the left-hander Josh Swink has hardly worked up a sweat through over the first 4 innings. He's given up no runs on 3 hits, hasn't walked anybody. He does have 1 strikeout. Pitching to Dean O'Neill, leading off the 5th. And should feel pretty good out there on the mound with a 10-0 lead. Pitch to O'Neill, pop foul back out of play, strike 1. Left-hander comes set and delivers a strike. And it's 0-2. O'Neill, Von Dolan, Badalak, the 7, 8, 9 hitters here in the 5th inning. 2 strikes the count. Pitch is high, and it's 1-2.
There's a lot of sun out there, Dick.
Swink with the 1-2 pitch to O'Neill and struck him out swinging. It's only his 2nd strikeout.
Well, we've been making lots of contact. We just been hitting it right at people.
Von Dolan struck out in the 2nd inning. That was the first strikeout. He just got the 2nd strikeout, banning O'Neill, so now Von Dolan steps back in. And here's Swink's first pitch to him. It's right in there for a strike. When you go out there with a 10-run lead, I think you just try to throw strikes and let them see how far they can hit it.
That's it. See if you can make them keep hitting it right to people.
1 strike to count. Inside. Backed him away, 1-1. Now the air is leaking out of the balloon, which was pretty full at the start of the game.
It was.
There's a smash in the left. That's a hit for Brett Von Dolan. Solid base hit into left field. Hit number 4 for the Raiders. And the batter will be Badalak. Final game of the series will be tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock. We'll be on there at 12:45.
Was that a double? I guess it was, huh?
Well, I guess it was. And
Von Dolan is on second base.
Neither one of us was paying attention, were we?
I wrote it down as a single. Oh.
Pitch is inside and high. Ball 1 to Badalak. One ball, no strikes. And the pitch. Outside, ball 2, 2-0.
They're saying that it was a single, and he went to second on an error by the left fielder. So we got the single part right, both of us.
Here's the pitch. Badalak grounds it to second. Big hop. And over to first for out number 2. And Von Dolan advances to third. Here's Nowak. Runner at third with 2 outs. Owen has flied to center and singled to left. Swing to left-hander with a pitch and taken inside for ball 1.
Well, Liberty has got both of these of their corner outfielders playing deep. It's like they're playing no doubles.
1 ball, no strikes. Pitch is high for ball 2, 2-0. Noah steps out of the box momentarily and readjusts himself. 2-0 the count. Tyler Minnick on deck. And the left-hander delivers on a smash to right field and a base hit. And the Blue Raiders are on the board. It is now 10-1. RBI single for Nowak. That's his 36th run batted in. Hit number 5, run number 1 off swing.
Well, if they can put up 7 runs in an inning, we can come back and do the same thing, can't we?
Suppose so. We've done it with 2 outs before.
Mm-hmm.
Here is Tyler Minnick.
I remember that 7th inning against Memphis Tuesday night. We had our first 2 batters strike out, and then we ended up putting up 4 runs in that inning.
1 strike to Minnick. Nowak, the runner at first. And the pitch. Called a strike on the inside corner. 0-2.
Nothing going on in the Liberty bullpen at the moment.
Swing to left-hander delivers. Minnick fouls it out of play. Count holds it 2 strikes to the Blue Raider catcher. That Drew Horn down there walking with a boot?
Don't know. In the dugout?
That's not a good sign. He pitched 2 innings on Sunday. Looks kind of like him.
I'm not seeing where to look, Dick.
Ball hit into right field. That'll be taken by Shealy for out number 3. So that is all in the fifth. Raiders pick up a run on 2 hits. There was an error and 1 man left. We've completed 5 full innings. It's Liberty 10, Middle Tennessee 1. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
Will Fraley, attorney at law, has experience you can count on. Former Blue Raider baseball player and MTSU alum Will Fraley serves Murfreesboro and the surrounding communities. Put a strong and experienced legal fighter on your case. Give Will Fraley a call and he can handle all of your legal matters, including criminal and domestic or family law. Visit willfraleylaw.com or call 615-410-7290.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
John has used his binoculars to spot Drew Horn in the bullpen, so it is not he I saw walking in the grandstand with a boot on. Somebody did have a very facial resemblance to Drew. It'll be Landon Birch. Came in the 5th inning. He got touched for 3 hits, 2 runs, including a grand slam home run hit by Swafford. He will pitch to Vidston, leading off the 6th. And the Liberty catcher takes the first pitch for strike 1. Liberty got 7 runs in the 5th inning, including a grand slam homer. There's ball 1, 1-1. Right-hander deals, and a strike is called. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes to Kyle Vidston. Top half of inning number 6. There's ball 2 upstairs, 2-2. The count to Vidston. Birch with a pitch, high, ball 3. Count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Raiders have Colin Kerrigan throwing again in their bullpen.
And ball 4 is high. That's a base on balls to Vidston. Second walk given up by Birch.
Now batting, center fielder number 30, Josh Campos.
So leadoff walk in the 6th inning, and the batter is Campos. Led off the 3rd inning with a home run, and then singled and scored in that big 5th inning. And the pitch to Campos is down low and picked off the turf by Minnick for ball 1. The pitch. A strike called, 1-1. Liberty has announced their pitcher for tomorrow will be Bradley Zayak, a right-hander. Raiders have not announced who their starter will be.
Zayak only has an 8-0 record, Dick.
Here's the pitch. Fouled out of play. Count 1-2 now to Campos. Vidston at first with that leadoff walk. Have kind of a somber crowd right now.
It is very quiet. And what we've been hearing in the way of
runner goes and Minnick threw it into center field. But the runner's not going to advance. I think you'd give him a stolen base on that.
Yeah.
And ball 2 now to Campos, 2-2.
Noah got to that ball quickly and got it back into the infield, held that runner at second.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Breaking ball, strike 3 called, caught the inside corner. That's all for Campos. That's the first out here in the 6th inning. And here's Tanner Marsh. Still looking for his first hit in the series. Has a runner at second base with 1 out. Pitch is high for ball 1. 15 doubles, 5 triples. He leads the league in triples. 5 home runs for Marsh. Leads the league in total hits. Grounds this one foul, and it's 1-1. But he's looking for his first hit in this series. Count 1 ball, 1 strike. Landon Birch comes set. Glances back at second, and a swing and a miss, strike 2. 1-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch, a bit high for a ball. 2-1. Don't see a lot of activity over at the track, but the championship meet continues and will conclude tomorrow. We can't see everything from our vantage point. There's ball 3, 3-2. Blue Raiders took home 2 gold medals yesterday and winning the men's and the women's 10,000 meters. That's a lot of meters.
That's a lot of running.
So 2 long distance first places for the Blue Raiders yesterday, and Marsh has struck out swinging. Back-to-back strikeouts now for Birch. Now 2 outs and a runner at second. And the batter is DeCandido. I think we're going to see Kerrigan here.
Something is happening, apparently, out on Greenland Drive, because everybody over there at the track meet is looking out at Greenland Drive.
You see any flashing lights out there?
I see no flashing lights, but I heard some sirens earlier.
Maybe they're just counting cars, John.
I don't know, but everybody, I'm serious. Everybody is, whether they're in the stands or back along the fence, people over on the track, they're looking out that way. I don't know. We got a change in pitchers here.
Colin Kerrigan coming in. Well, we won't have a no-hitter here today, but May the 15th has been kind of a no-hit day in Major League Baseball.
Uh-huh.
1981, Lynn Barker pitched the 9th perfect game
with Cleveland
in the 20th century. The Indians beat the Blue Jays 3-0. A rainy and cold night in Cleveland with only 7,200 fans in the stands.
What year was that?
81. And Barker struck out 11, and they didn't come anywhere close to getting a base hit.
They were still at Municipal Stadium on the lake in 1981, weren't they?
Nolan Ryan pitched a no-hitter in 1973. On this date, it was his first, and he struck out 12.
He only ended up with about, 40 more no-hitters?
Yeah. Don Cardwell, the Cubs, who was just acquired from the Phillies, pitched a no-hitter for the Cubs. One of my favorite players growing up, John, was Carl Sawatsky.
Yeah.
And Sawatsky hit a drive to right field, and George Altman made what is described as a leaping catch to keep the no-hitter intact. And also on this date, Joe DiMaggio singled against Eddie Smith of the White Sox and started a 56-game hitting streak. I don't think that'll ever be matched.
Boy, no. Colin Kerrigan coming on for his 24th appearance. He's thrown, and those are all in relief, 29 2/3 innings, 27 runs, 23 of them earned on 35 hits, 19 walks, 36 strikeouts, 6.98 ERA, a 3-2 record.
This is DeCandido. This is a lefty-lefty matchup, which is probably why Coach Myers made the change at that point. First pitch is outside, ball one.
56 games, I guess it would have been 57 games later. That streak ended in Cleveland.
And then he started about a 30-something game hitting streak. It's amazing. There's a strike on the outside corner, 1-1.
I think he struck out something, 9 times that entire season? That is also an amazing number. If it wasn't that season, it might have been another one.
Foul out of play, and it's 1-2.
Joe DiMaggio just didn't strike out.
1 ball, 2 strikes to DeCandido. Runner at second with 2 outs. 10-1, Liberty leading. A little bouncer back to the pitcher. Kerrigan underhands to first, and that will retire the side in the 6th inning. No runs, no hits, 1 left. And we'll go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Liberty 10, Middle Tennessee 1. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
The Blue Raiders are winners in the classroom, on the field, and the courts. Richard Lewis here. I want you to win in real estate also. Buying, selling, auction here in Tennessee, or along the Gulf Coast, a second home, or investing. Give me a call to help start that winning process. 615-319-9981. Oh, I'm never too busy for your referrals. Richard Lewis, Exit Realty, Bob Lamb & Associates.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
Cooper Clapp will lead off for the Raiders in the 6th inning. Single in the first, grounded out in the third. Clapp 1 for 2.
Swink still out there, coming out for his 6th inning.
He's been pretty efficient, has not walked anybody. He's given up only 5 hits and a single run. Facing the left-hand hitting Cooper Clapp, and the lefty's pitch is swung on and popped foul out of play. Strike 1.
Final numbers on Landon Birch. He goes an inning and a third, gives up 3 runs, all earned on 2 hits, 2 walks with 3 strikeouts.
1 strike to count to Clapp. And the pitch to the plate is outside, 1-1. Clapp fouls this one down the right field line, or is it foul, or is it gone?
That is a home run. Wow.
Just inside the foul pole.
Yeah, couldn't have been more than 4 feet fair.
When it left the bat, I anticipated it was going foul, but it stayed fair. And guess what, John? That is a home run now in 5 straight games for the Raiders' second baseman.
Is that number 11 for him?
Yep. He's rapidly acquiring slugger status. So it's 10-2. Just wish we had some people on base. And the batter is Nathan Brewer, who is 1 for 2. It's hit number 6, run number 2 off Swink. And the pitch to the plate is a strike call, 0-1.
Now they're going to they did not shift on the first pitch. They've shifted now 3 infielders on the right side.
1 strike to count to Brewer. And drills it to second baseman in the grass in right field. Will pick it up. And that time the shift worked for them.
It did.
First time it backfired. That is 1 out. We mentioned the 2 Raiders' first place finishes in the distance runs. They had several others who qualified in other events who'll be up for trying to win another championship. They'll do most of the championship events tomorrow. At Lane Acres takes the first pitch for ball 1. So Clapp with a leadoff home run in the 6th inning. Had a leadoff home run in the 2nd inning last night. Pitch is grounded to short. Big hop for Marsh. Over to first. So bad throw, but saved by the first baseman. On a short hop. That's a 6-3 putout and 2 outs here in the 6th inning. The batter is Brett Rogers. Rogers grounded out and flied out 0 for 2. You ever find out what everybody's looking at?
I have not. A lot of people still looking out that way. Not as many, though.
Here is Swink with the pitch, low and inside, ball 1. Two outs here in the 6th inning, a run in,
Well, 10-2 sounds a whole lot better than 10-0.
Yes, it does. Pitch is outside for ball 2, and it's 2-0. And Swink's pitch hit to the first baseman. Big hop for Candido, and he'll make the play unassisted for out number 3. For the Raiders, 1 run, 1 hit, nobody left. And the totals after 6 innings for Liberty: 10 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. For the Raiders, 2 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. 10-2, the Flames lead it as we go to the 7th inning. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Ben Wagner.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders!
Bring your game day style courtside with a stop at Lightning's locker room on the concourse. From bold new drops to timeless campus classics, we've got everything you need to turn heads from class to tip-off. Whether you're rocking a hoodie in the student section or sporting a tee around town, your look says it loud. You're here for the wins, the energy, and the tradition. So step up your style and your spirit, because at Lightning's locker room, the season never slows down, and every fan plays a part in the hype. Let's make every day feel like game day.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
Leading off the 7th inning, Jordan Jaffe steps in for the Liberty Flames. He is 1 for 3, singled and scored in that big 5th inning. Colin Kerrigan working in his 2nd inning. Delivers a pitch inside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Well, we've had an Old South Properties home run for the Raiders in the 6th inning. There's ball 2 to Jaffe. We don't let them sponsor the other team's home runs, John.
That's a good thing.
They are all Blue Raiders. Pitch outside, ball 3, 3-0 to Jaffe. And ball 4, threw that one all the way to the backstop.
That's one that you're awfully glad nobody was on base.
So runner at first, no outs. The batter is Barone. 0 for 2 with a walk. I'd say this young man's overdue. He's hitless in the series. Raiders done a good job on their good hitters. There is a strike called. 0-1.
Cole Cates throwing in the Raider bullpen.
Jaffe, the runner at first.
Another right-hander down there, but he can't pick his number up because he's behind a pole.
Kerrigan tosses over to first. Left-hander comes set, delivers a pitch high for ball 1. 1-1.
That wind picking up a little bit, Dick.
Kerrigan's 1-1 is grounded foul past third. One ball, 2 strikes. Well, we've had 4 home runs hit by Liberty today. The Raiders have hit 1. I don't know if the wind has affected any of them. As the ball hit the center. Noah going back on the track, reaches up and makes the catch. Almost had his back against that blue fence out there in center field.
Yeah, he didn't have any farther to go that he could go.
1 out in the 7th. And the batter is Swafford, who hit the grand slam in the 5th inning.
Just his 2nd home run of the season.
It went out just below the scoreboard in right center. Pitch to him is a strike called. The Liberty women's track team won the championship last year, so they're defending, and men's title was won by Kennesaw. There's ball 1 to Swafford, 1-1. Pitch is high for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to Swafford. He's the Flames' second baseman. That's from the left side, so it's lefty on lefty. Swing and a miss, 2-2. And ball 3 is outside. We're going to go full to Swafford, 3-2. See if they send the runner at first. That's Jaffe. He's going. He can slow down and trot into second as pitches ball 4. 2 walks in the inning. The batter is Seeley. He's 0 for 3. Kerrigan's pitch grounded to third by Nolan to second. Out there, over to first, out. Double play. That is 5-4-3. And Shealy hits into a twin killing to end the 7th inning with no runs, no hits, and 1 left. 7th inning stretch time. John will check some scores when we come back. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Ben Wagner.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, this is Brad Hopkins with Exit Realty Bob Lamb and Associates. Winning in real estate is a lot like football. Good coaching and recruiting a great team are the keys. I put together a team of lenders, inspectors, and home professionals to help you succeed. Let me coach you through this process and make sure you come out a winner. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, I am here to help you win. Visit BradHopkinsHomes.com or call 615-556-9239 to find out more.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto. With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
Back at Reed Smith Field, sunny afternoon. Little Conference USA action here. Middle Tennessee hosting Liberty, and Liberty on the high side, 10-2 of this thing as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Only one other game underway in Conference USA this afternoon. That's over in Delaware, and Western Kentucky is ahead 3-0 in that ball game. They're in the top of the 5th inning. Missouri State down in Georgia, Kennesaw State. They will be underway in about 2 minutes. Sam Houston at La Tech, they start at 6 Central. FIU at New Mexico State, they start at 6 Central. And then Jackson State at Dallas Baptist, they will be underway at 6:35. In the meantime, the Raiders gave up that big inning in the 7th. You take that one away, Dick, and it's a ball game. But unfortunately, you can't take it away, can you?
No, there are a few things I'd like to take away.
This is kind of interesting. They're sending Josh Swink out for yet another inning.
They're saving pitching for tomorrow, I think.
Absolutely. And, at this point, they're already trying to start saving pitching for next week.
There's a strike call to Dean O'Neill leading off the 7th. 0-1. O'Neill, Von Dolan, and Badalak here in the 7th against the left-hander, Josh Swink.
Here's the thing about being one of the top 3 seeds.
Foul out of play.
The way this pool play is set up in Conference USA, the 1, 2, and 3 seeds will all be in separate pools, and none of them play on that opening day, on that Wednesday.
2 strikes to O'Neill. And the smash foul just outside the line at third. Pretty sure that the Raiders will play on Wednesday.
I think it's the only way that if you're not a 1, 2, or 3, the only way you don't play on Wednesday is if you're the 6th seed. In Western Kentucky, looks like they're on the way to wrapping that up.
Pitch is high for ball 1, 1-2. How they doing with Delaware today?
They are on top.
I missed your scoreboard, by the way.
Well, that was the only score I had to report, and they're in the top of the 5th. Western Kentucky up 3-0 in that game.
There's a ball hit into right field near the line. Under it, Shealy, the right fielder, makes the catch for out number 1. That's kind of like Clapp's ball. I never saw it.
Yeah.
It just kind of watching the outfielder trailing it, and Clapp's ball got out just inside the foul pole. That one was caught a few feet short of the warning track. So 1 out in the 7th. Batter is Von Dolan, 1 for 2. Singled and scored the Raiders' first run in the 5th inning. First pitch, ball 1.
Did we mention that our scoreboard was brought to us by the Daily News Journal?
If you...
I didn't say anything, so...
If you didn't, we didn't. The pitch is a strike called, 1-1. One out here in the 7th inning, 10-2, Liberty leading. And the pitch is inside to Von Dolan for ball 2. 2-1. Swink is kind of doing what David Horn did yesterday. Pitching late into the game with a sizable lead. There's a strike, 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Von Dolan takes high for ball 3. So full count to Von Dolan here with 1 out in the 7th. And the payoff pitch on the way, hit to center field. Center fielder started back, comes in, makes the catch for out number 2. Here's Clay Badalak. Slide to left and grounded to second, 0 for 2. Raiders have only 6 hits in the game. And trailing by 8 runs. Badalak takes the first pitch for ball 1.
Liberty finally has a right-hander up in their bullpen.
Badalak hits it to right field, and that's a base hit. It's hit number 7 for the Raiders. And Badalak at first with 2 outs. Owen Doak, the leadoff man, has 2 of those hits today. Singled in the 3rd, singled again in the 5th. So he's 2 for 3.
You know they'd like to get Swink through this 7th inning. Only need 2 innings out of their bullpen.
Noack hits it to right field, and this time Shealy's out there to make the catch for out number 3. 3 fly ball outs in the 7th. No runs, a hit, 1 left. And we've got 7 innings in the books. It's Liberty 10, Middle Tennessee 2. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
Hey folks, it's Chip Walters from Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates, helping Middle Tennessee make smart moves in a fast-moving market. Whether you're buying, selling, or just exploring your options, you deserve someone who knows this community and treats your goals like their own. From first-timers to long-time homeowners, I'm here to guide you with clarity, confidence, and a steady hand. When you're ready to make the next move, start with someone you trust. Visit choosechip.net and let's make your 2026 move the right move.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
And this game moves into the 8th inning with Liberty leading 10-2. They got 2 runs in the 2nd inning on a 2-run homer by Drum. They picked up a single run in the 3rd on a solo homer by Campos. And they picked up 7 in the 5th inning. A grand slam by Swafford and a home run by Drum. And who's up now but Drum? 2 home runs in 3 trips. Facing Colin Kerrigan. First pitch, a strike, 0-1. Pitch is over, but a bit low for ball 1, 1-1. I think they're running the Preakness tomorrow, aren't they, John?
You know, I think that that's the long one, right?
Yeah, and the Derby winner is not participating, so there'll be no Triple Crown this year. There's a foul back, 1-2. Drum and Kerrigan matching up here. The pitch outside by Kerrigan, 2-2. They're about the same size, both pretty big guys. And the pitch, ground ball, hit it off the handle.
Yeah, a little cube.
Right to O'Neal, took it took one step, touched first base, and retired Drum for out number 1.
Oh, we got him twice.
And
Just not the right 2 times.
Yeah, he got us twice. The batter is Bidston, the catcher. He's walked twice. I don't think this is Bidston. I think this is that kid that...
Yeah, this is Tucker Rogers, pinch hitting. Oh, is that right? Tucker Moore, isn't it?
Yeah, Tucker Moore.
Yeah, Tucker Moore.
Number 26. Yeah, Tucker Moore. Batting for Bidston. Count goes to 0-2. He's a right-handed batter.
And he'll probably stay in and catch the rest of the way.
One ball, 2 strikes to Moore. Kerrigan's pitch. Ooh, looked like a pretty good pitch there. 2-2.
Mm-hmm.
One out here in the 8th inning. Now ball 3, 3-2. Raiders shift and put 3 to the left side of second base for the right-handed hitter. And strike 3 called.
He just watched that one go by.
Kerrigan put it right on the inside corner, got his first strikeout. And 2 outs for Josh Campos. Has a home run and a single, 2 out of 3. Two outs, base is empty here in the 8th inning. And the first pitch swinging foul over by the Liberty dugout, 1 strike. It's 330 down each line here and 395 to straightaway center. 365 to the power alleys. Scoreboard out in right center, just behind the fence, but right at the 365 side. A swinging strike, and it's 0-2. Kerrigan's pitch misses low for ball 1.
I should have put on my suntan lotion, Dick.
Got your sunglasses on.
Oh, pretty nearly have to.
The pitch. Foul to the screen. Count holds at 1-2. It's a long time until sunset, John.
We better not be here.
Another foul to the screen. Count holds at a ball and 2 strikes. One thing wrong with these electronic devices that we all have now is the sun on the screen is
renders them totally useless in most
keep you
cases.
From reading them. There's a ground ball to short. Badalak fields it over to first in time, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Colin Kerrigan here in the 8th. 3 up, 3 down, nothing across. We will go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's still Liberty 10 and Middle Tennessee 2. You're listening to Blue Raider Sports. Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders!
Bring your game day style courtside with a stop at Lightning's locker room on the concourse. From bold new drops to timeless campus classics, we've got everything you need to turn heads from class to tip-off. Whether you're rocking a hoodie in the student section or sporting a tee around town, your look says it loud. You're here for the wins, the energy, and the tradition. So step up your style and your spirit, because at Lightning's locker room, the season never slows down, and every fan plays a part in the hype. Let's make every day feel like game day.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
So the Flames make a pitching change going into the bottom of the 8th inning as Josh Swink is taken out after 7 with a 10-2 lead. The new pitcher is Jake Potts, a right-hander. He pitched last on Tuesday in their loss to Wake Forest. Went 2 1/3 innings, no runs, 1 hit, 1 strikeout.
Well, he's making his 18th appearance, his 15th in relief. He's thrown 27 2/3 innings, given up 24 runs, 17 earned on 29 hits, 16 walks, 20 strikeouts. He's got a 5.53 ERA, a 2-2 record with a save.
Tyler Minnick will face him here in the 8th. And the pitch to Minnick, grounded to short. I think his on-base streak has just ended as he is thrown out by the shortstop going after that first pitch. Minnick 0 for 4 today. And that on-base streak, unless the Raiders stage a furious rally here, will end at 43 games. 1 out. The batter is Cooper Clapp, has single and a home run. Clapp pops it up. Third baseman coming in on the grass. Jaffe will make the catch. So Potts having a pretty good outing. He's thrown 2 pitches and gotten 2 outs. 2 up, 2 down in the 8th inning for Nathan Brewer. Brewer 1 for 3 today, singled in the first.
Final numbers on Josh Swink, the starter for Liberty. He goes 7 innings, gives up 2 runs, both earned on 7 hits, no walks and 2 strikeouts.
He was very efficient today. Brewer takes a strike, 0-1.
You're talking about it.
Pops out of the catcher's mitts.
You mentioned efficiency, Dick. Only 82 pitches for 7 innings.
Yeah. Moore is in to catch now. I think we mentioned that was a possibility. He was a pinch hitter in the top of the inning. There's a swing and a foul hit off his foot. He's hopping around. That did not feel too pretty good.
No.
Umpire asked him if he's okay, and he nodded approval, but Coach Myers coming out, wants to look at him, and our trainer out there also.
Did he get him in the foot or maybe in the knee? Let's see.
Looked like they're looking at his left knee.
Yeah. And he's flexing. I think it might have bounced up and gotten him in the kneecap.
Yeah,
which would be very painful.
They let him take a couple of cuts at thin air, and he's ready to get back in there. 1-2 the count to Nathan Brewer. Potts, the pitcher, is from Pennsylvania, and he transferred in to Liberty from High Point. High Point's in North Carolina, I think.
It is.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swinging a foul. Count holding at 1-2. Liberty will have the top of the batting order scheduled to hit in the 9th inning. And the right-hander's pitch is high for ball 2. 2-2 to Brewer. Leads the Raiders with 12 home runs. Cooper Clapp right on his heels with 11, as is Dean O'Neill. Fly ball center field, fairly deep, backing up Campos. He makes the catch, and that's a 3-up, 3-down inning for Potts. Nothing across for the Raiders in the 8th. We'll go to the 9th, and it is still Liberty 10, Middle Tennessee 2. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
Locally grown, Blue Raider proud. This is Jonathan Harmon with the J. Harmon Home Team. As an MTSU alumnus and lifelong Rutherford County resident, I bring the heart of a teacher, the grit of a Blue Raider, and over 15 years of real estate experience to every client. Honest to a fault, connected to the community, and driven to serve. I don't just help you buy or sell, I help you understand every step. The J. Harmon Home Team, where real estate meets real talk.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
Pitching change for the Raiders as we go to the 9th inning. Cole Cates coming out of the bullpen. He'll face the top of the batting order. Colin Kerrigan did a pretty good job coming in relief.
Goes 2 1/3. No runs on no hits. What do you have, a strikeout in there?
2 walks, I think.
Yep, 2 walks and 1 strikeout.
So Cole Cates, youngster from West Tennessee, out of Gibson County, Bradford High School, and a couple of years at Dyersburg State Community College.
You know, one of the things that we'd be remiss if we didn't mention is Eagleville. Our kids out at Eagleville High School they're going back to the state.
And will be trying to win their 5th straight state championship. Good luck to Coach Basham and the Eagles.
They had to go to, McKenzie over in West Tennessee for a sectional game. And I think that was his Coach Basham's 500th career win.
You are correct. Congratulations. First pitch to Barsh outside for ball 1. Pitch 2 is high for ball 2.
You know how long it takes to build up 500 wins in high school baseball?
He's been at Cascade. He's been at Middle Tennessee Christian, and now at Eagleville, and has won everywhere he's been. 2 balls, no strikes. Check swing. Did he go?
I thought so, but
nobody asked, so we assume it's ball 3. 3-0. Cates is a right-hander, not too big, but a hard thrower. And there's a strike at 91. 3 balls, 1 strike. Strike 2 called. In years past, John, it was everybody would come out and marvel at somebody who could throw 90 miles an hour. And
oh, it's regular now, isn't it?
Now everybody can throw 90. 3-2 pitch, foul to the backstop. Count holds at 3-2.
I tell you what, if you're a high schooler throwing 90 and want to play D1 baseball, you probably are going to end up having to go JUCO the way the rules are these days. I don't think D1 programs are looking for young guys unless they can throw, 95, 96?
There's ball 4 outside. Leadoff walk to Marsh. And the batter will be DeCandido. DeCandido hits one foul and out of play. It's going to roll back onto the playing surface. 1 strike to count. Runner at first with no outs here in the 9th. 10-2, Liberty leading.
Gave Raider a chance to get out on the field.
It's low and inside, ball 1. 1-1. Ball hit in the air out into shallow left field. Brewer coming on, and he'll make the grab for out number 1 here in the 9th. And with 1 out, the batter is Jordan Jaffe. Jaffe has singled, walked, and struck out and grounded out. 1 out of 3 with a run scored. Skies it foul back. And apparently stayed in the grandstand. 1 strike. Don't have many kids to run after those foul balls
Oh, I
today.
see one over here off to our right who thinks he spotted that baseball. He went running up those steps.
Another foul ball out of play.
There might have been a time I could have run up and down those stairs like that.
2 strikes the count.
It would have been, at least 40 years ago.
0-2. Runner at first is Marsh. He's a base stealer. They probably won't be running now. Ball hit to right field. Rogers fields it, fires back to first, just in case Marsh was not in a hurry to get back there, but he's back. That's out number 2. And the batter is Barone.
Well, fortunately, we won't have to see Marsh stealing bases today. I can't see him trying to run here.
Pitch swung on, hit high in the air into left center. Brewer's out there. He makes the grab for out number 3. Everybody's up swinging in this contest. So a walk, but nothing else, nothing across in the 9th. We'll go to the bottom of the 9th inning. and the Raiders' last chance in this ball game. You're listening to Middle Tennessee Baseball from Ben Wagner.
Will Fraley, attorney at law, has experience you can count on. Former Blue Raider baseball player and MTSU alum Will Fraley serves Murfreesboro and the surrounding communities. Put a strong and experienced legal fighter on your case. Give Will Fraley a call and he can handle all of your legal matters, including criminal and domestic or family law. Visit willfraleylaw.com or call 615-410-7290.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
Ninth inning for the Raiders. Akers, Rogers, O'Neill are the scheduled hitters. And on the mound, right-hander Jake Potts at a 3-up, 3-down eighth inning. And now we'll try to close this one out for the Flames. Lane Akers 0 for 3.
We got a lot of offers in this lineup for the Raiders today.
Yeah. Raiders have only 7 hits in the game. First pitch from Potts is high for ball 1.
Oh, Noah has got a couple of them. Cupper Clapp has got a couple of them. The rest of them are
scattered.
Very much scattered.
Ball 2 is outside, 2-0 to Akers.
Yeah, I thought our best chance was in that first inning, and we weren't able to capitalize.
Catcher Moore goes out for a word with his pitcher.
They're about to get a right-hander up to maybe to just in case.
2 balls, no strikes. Akers leading off the ninth inning for the Raiders, down by 8 runs. Swinging a foul straight back, 2-1 the count.
Well, stranger things have happened.
I saw a game at Old Sulphur Dell in Nashville one time where the home team was behind. The Vols were behind 8-0 going into the bottom of the ninth and scored 9 runs, and the other team never got an out.
Wow.
They won 9-8. Ball hit into right center. That's well tagged, and that's a running catch out there by Campos.
Wow.
Well, Liberty has made some really good defensive plays in this game, and that was one of them.
Well, that's why they're a 980 defensive team. That's getting close to major league standard at 980.
1 out here in the ninth. The batter is Brett Rogers.
Well, Silverdale was that kind of park. That was a weird little ballpark.
Love to watch games there.
I did too.
Time call. We're going to have a visit to the mound. This coming with 1 out in the ninth inning, and that's the trainer going out.
Yeah, I think they're wanting to make sure he didn't do something on that last pitch.
For those of you who don't know about Sulphur Dell Ballpark, it was a pre-Civil War area of Nashville.
Up in what's now the Germantown area?
Yeah, and it had a very short right field with a berm, what we would call a hill.
It was a hill.
in right field, and the right field wall was abutted that hill. And then there was about a 50 or 60-foot screen on top of that wall. The reason being that the distance to the right field foul line was just 252 feet. So they had a hill to climb, and then they had to get it over that right field screen.
We're going to see a new pitcher here. I remember sitting on that berm once in right field in foul territory. It was one of those overflow crowds.
Used to put people in the outfield when they didn't have seating capacity in the grandstand, and I did too. I was there for a major league exhibition game. The Dodgers were playing the Braves, I think, and sat out in right field and watched that game. Got tons of autographs. Players are just, you could just walk up and get an autograph time you want to. Of course, my mom threw them away when I went to school.
Of course. You know, my mom never threw away anything like that. I still have my baseball cards.
I never had baseball cards, but I had a lot of comic books, which would be worth a lot of money now.
They're sending a left-hander out, and he'll get, since it's an injury replacement, he'll get as much time as he needs. That's number 31.
So we can talk about Sulphurdale some more.
You know, that I'm remembering that night that I sat out on the right field berm. It was Nashville playing the Memphis Chicks, and it would have been 1960 because that was the year that the Chicks were a Cardinal Farm club, and Tim McCarver was behind the plate. There were a couple other guys that ended up being on that 64 World Championship team for the Cardinals. And they had a right fielder. The Chicks had a right fielder named Bob Berta. Never did anything with the Cardinals, but played several years with the Giants. And I remember he made he makes a play going up the hill over his shoulder, turns and throws a strike to McCarver, catching a runner trying to score on the sac fly from trying to score from third on make it a sac fly. Ended up turning it into a double play. And for years and years and years, I thought that was maybe the best defensive play I'd ever seen until I found out it was only 252 feet.
Well, there was a path cut out about halfway up that hill in right field where every right fielder who played there would play at the same spot. There wasn't any shifting around because that was the only place you could any level ground.
That's right.
They'd cut a path up out there. So, and John, they would regularly, I mean, just about every game there'd be a batter who hits a line drive to right field. The right fielder would come down off that hill and throw him out at first base. And it just used to frustrate visiting teams coming in because they'd get a clean hit and get thrown out at first base. Caleb Smith is the new pitcher, by the way, for Liberty. Caleb Smith, a left-hander, 6'2", and he will take over here.
Yeah, he's making his 10th appearance. He's thrown 9 in all in relief. He's thrown 9 in the third inning. He's given up 7 runs, all earned on 12 hits, 4 walks, 8 strikeouts, a 6.75 ERA, a 1-0 record with no saves, and he'll be facing Brett Rogers
with 1 out in the 9th inning. Pitch is low for ball 1. Smith is from Mechanicsville, Virginia. And that is a big Civil War area.
It sure is.
There, just outside of Richmond. Pitch is high for ball 2, 2-0.
Jake Potts goes an inning in the third with zeros all the way across.
Rogers hits it in the air, but that's going to be taken by the second baseman on the dirt part of the infield. Infield pop-up for out number 2. Dean O'Neill, the batter, 0 for 3.
Dick, we just haven't done much offensively since that leadoff home run from Cupper Clapp in the 6th inning.
Two outs in the 9th, and the pitch outside, ball 1.
We have had exactly one base runner since that leadoff homer in the 6th.
Spadalek single in the 7th.
Yeah, with 2 outs.
Ball 2 is high, 2-0 to O'Neill. Bondolan on deck. Pitch is foul to the screen. 2-1. Outside, ball 3. Ten to 2. Raiders trailing in the 9th. 2 outs, the pitch. Fouled out of play. Count goes to 3-2.
Down to our last strike.
And struck him out swinging. O'Neill down on strikes for the final out of the game. 3 up, 3 down. And the Liberty Flames win game 2 of the series by a score of 10-2. We'll have all of the totals and highlights on our post-game show. Middle Tennessee drops to 26-28 overall, 12-17 in the league, while Liberty improves to 37-18, and they are now 20-9 in Conference USA play. Stay with us. Our post-game show comes your way next on the Blue Raider Network from Vinewager.
The Blue Raiders are winners in the classroom, on the field, and the courts. Richard Lewis here. I want you to win in real estate also. Buying, selling, auction here in Tennessee, or along the Gulf Coast, a second home, or investing. Give me a call to help start that winning process. 615-319-9981. Oh, I'm never too busy for your referrals. Richard Lewis, Exit Realty, Bob Lamb & Associates.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports. Today's game is in the books, and it's time to recap today's action in the Blue Raider postgame show. Today's broadcast on the Blue Raider Network has been brought to you in part by Will Freely, attorney at law, State Farm Insurance, and Agent Andy Womack, Middle Tennessee Electric, Exit Realty, Bob Lamb & Associates, and agents Brad Hopkins, Richard Lewis, Jonathan Harmon, and Chip Walters. And by Las Casas Drugs. Let's head back to the ballpark for today's Blue Raider postgame show.
And welcome back in as the Raiders fall to the Liberty Flames 10-2 in the second game of this series, which is now tied at 1 game apiece, and the series will be up for grabs tomorrow in the rubber game starting at 1 o'clock. We'll be on the air at 12:45. The game kind of tilted early into Liberty's way. They picked up a 2-run home run from Ryan Drum, the DH, in the second inning to go up 2-0. A leadoff home run from Josh Campos in the third put them up 3-0. And then they batted 10 men in the 5th inning. The highlight of that inning, first a home run by Drum, his second of the game, and then later in the inning, a grand slam by Easton Swafford. And when the smoke cleared, they had 7 runs and had a huge lead. In the bottom of the 5th inning, the Raiders got their first run on a base hit by Owen Nowak to drive in Brett Von Dolan to make it 8-1, or to make it 10-1. And then in the 6th inning, Cooper Clapp hit a leadoff home run to make it 10-2. And that's the way she ended up. Liberty 10 runs, 7 hits, 1 error, 3 left. Raiders 2 runs, 7 hits, 1 error, and 5 left on base.
Well, the difference in this one, 7 hits for both clubs. We hit 1 home run, they hit 4, including a grand slam. Yep. But you know what really sets it up is the fact that between the 3 Liberty pitchers, no walks. They didn't strike out but 3. They were making us put the ball in play, and we just kept hitting it at people. But our pitchers walked 6, and if I'm not mistaken, a whole bunch of those came around and scored.
Well, some did in that big 5th inning, yes.
Yeah, there were 3 walks in that inning, and all 3 of them ended up scoring. Plus, there was the error that added to our woes. Might have gotten us out of that inning a little bit closer, but if you can't produce runs, even 3 runs would have beat us.
Of their 7 hits, Liberty had 3 players to get 2 apiece. Swafford, one was that grand slam. Drum, 2 home runs, and Campus. Was it Campus? Yeah, had 2 hits. He had a solo home run in there. And for the Raiders, only 1 player with more than 1 hit, Cooper Clapp, and that one of his was a home run. So not a lot of combinations for the Raiders to take advantage of today.
No. And it's like we were talking about, I think in the 8th inning, we had a couple of guys with multiple hits, but what was left was spread around. And without those free 90s, the walks, there's not a whole lot to work with.
Take us through the pitching stats, Dan, and we'll wrap this thing up.
All right. For Liberty, they sent Josh Swink out to the mound. He went 7 innings, gave up 2 runs, both earned on 7 hits, no walks, 2 strikeouts. He was relieved in the 8th by Jake Potts. Potts went 1 1/3, had to be relieved in the 9th by Caleb Smith, and between Potts and Smith, no hits, no walks, 1 strikeout. Smith got a strikeout in the 9th. For the Raiders, Chandler Alderman was looking not bad for the first 4 innings. Ran into a buzzsaw in the 5th, so he goes 4 1/3, gives up 7 runs, 6 of them earned on 5 hits, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts. He also hit a batter, though, did he not?
He gave up 3 home runs.
Yeah, that was the big deal. Landon Birch comes on, and he goes Birch goes an inning and a third, gives up 3 runs. He's the one that gave up the grand slam home run. 2 hits, a couple walks, 3 strikeouts. Colin Kerrigan comes on, goes 2 1/3 innings, no hits, walks 2, strikes out 1. And Cole Cates goes the 9th inning, walks 1, but that was a leadoff walk. It didn't hurt him. And fortunately, that was the only time we saw Tanner Marsh on base for Liberty all day.
So the time of the game, 2 hours, 40 minutes. Attendance announced at 904, and we'll do it again tomorrow for the finale of this series, which is tied at 1 game apiece. 1 o'clock tomorrow for the Blue Raiders. Pitcher has not been announced, and for Liberty, it will be Zach, who is one of their better hurlers.
That's right. And the big deal for the Raiders tomorrow is Senior Day.
So we'll be honoring our seniors before the game, not only players, but managers and people who work with the program every day. That's going to wind up our broadcast today.